Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, please permit me to credit Eugenia Abu with the fact that we have a minute silence for the people, the victim of Benue. While I sympathize with the Benue people, I've spoken to the governor. The leadership and people of Benue should accept our condolences and tried hard, very, very consciously, to maintain peace, harmony among themselves. I've always said this, that we are one single huge family living in the same house, stay in different rooms, but living together in harmony will be the result of our diversity for prosperity. We should be able to manage our anger and frustrations. I sympathize those who have lost their life. I will adjust my program and go see Benue people on Wednesday. But today is a great day of pride.
So hello everyone, apologies for the background noises that you are hearing and that you still hear. As you can see by the cars that are passing by me, I'm actually beside the road where I parked, and then just about doing something and I came across this particular video. And for me, you know, this video, if there's nothing else that has ever spoken about who Mr. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is or the way he takes Nigeria to be, I think this video says everything about it. First of all, you will see where he's talking about the father. He's thanking Eugenia Abu for making them have that 1 minute or moment of silence that he said, you know, that they had. So in other words, he had absolutely no intention of either speaking on the issue, doing anything about the issue, or taking on the issue that 200 citizens that are supposedly supposed to be under his watch, you understand, under his watch, were massacred and nothing was done about it. I mean, Commander-in-Chief, the office of the Commander-in-Chief is supposed to be one who protects, because the primary responsibility of government is the protection of lives and properties. Though I know for sure that people don't rig election for them to go and protect people's lives, but that is what that office is supposed, you know, to be like. And so, and then he goes on to say that while I sympathize, you understand, when you use that kind of beginning, if you didn't hear it very well, please go back, because sometimes people say that, oh Aisha, you're too hard on this. Go back and listen. While I sympathize, so that means while you sympathize, there, you know, when they put a but to an issue, there is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Why would that kind of a statement, you know, be done? He talked also something about, oh, the leaders, community leaders, political leaders, whatever, trying consciously to do this, to do that. One of the things that we all must understand is that this particular, how do I put it now, this particular massacre, this is a massacre, this is a terrorist attack, this is not communal clash. In his statement he made, he alluded, the way his wordings were alluded to that. This also is also alluding to that kind of a thing, where it's almost as if, oh, two people are fighting, like two fighting. This is not a two fighting situation. This is not a communal clash, you know, kind of situation. It is not that people are fighting each other and then they got to attack each other and some people were killed. No. this is not like a riot. This is massacre. This is people being wiped out. This is people being driven from their ancestral home. This is takeover of people's land. There have been a lot of reports on this, and for him to just sort of like trivialize the whole issue is more than irritating. Talking about, oh, it's one huge family, we are supposed to live in peace with terrorists that want to kill you and take over your place, that are killing you and taking over your place. So I don't understand all of this talk, and they're talking about the result of our diversity and all of that. This is not about issue of diversity. This is not about people who are living together and then there's a misunderstanding that happens and then they started fighting. It's terrorism. People are being killed. The people you're supposedly supposed to be protecting are being killed, and instead of you to come out and talk and say these things the way they are, you're just saying all manner of things. This is the same man who said to former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan that the buck stops at the president's table. So when it comes to him now, all of a sudden he knows that community leaders and political leaders are supposed to be talking in a certain manner, and they're supposed to be taking care of this and that, and then come and talk about it. He comes to tell you that he will adjust his program. So this nuisance, as far as he's concerned, because it's a nuisance to him now that is forcing him to adjust his program, 200 people being killed because he absolutely has zero blood of empathy in his body. Tinubu is coming out to tell you that he will adjust his program, and then on Wednesday he's going to dignify the people of Benue State with his presence, as in presence, emperor of the world, the dictator general, certificate forger general. So, you understand, certificate forger in chief is coming to come and meet them, to come and have to come and see them and be there, and it's just irritating. It's just pathetic. And then of course he goes on, you know, as if, okay, that nuisance is done with, let's now focus on the business that brought us here. And he goes on to say, but today is a great day of pride and blah 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 blah. And you're sitting down there and you're wondering, really, the people that, if Peter Obi was president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria today, was sworn into office, he is the president, people voted for him. If he was sworn into office to take that office that he is, and he makes this kind of statement address, or the statement that Tinubu had brought her together, the people that are supporting Tinubu's anyhowness, they would have been all over the place talking about the things, and rightfully so. So I'm just saying to them, can they just imagine that this statement was done by Peter Obi, and whatever it is that they are going to write, let them have the guts, let them have the courage, let them have the character, let them have the dignity, let them have a sense of ownership of themselves and actually write those things. But you know what? For me, this Nigeria matter, I've gotten to a place where I'm no longer bothered, because I know we are all victims waiting to happen. Share those more than 200 people that have been killed in Benue, they've already killed them. Nobody will kill them again. The rest that are going to be killed are every one of us, and every one of us, we are on that victim list. People think that it will never be their turn. No, Allah. You understand? It is not by turn Nigeria Limited.